Always try to look pleasant. Because I can look a bit of a miserable bastard at times. And I like to hide away because I'm rather conscious that I'm an ugly looking bastard. Yeah, well, you know, you have to be what you are, don't you? And just looking at eggies, fish chips and mushy peas, they look lovely. I could lift them high, but it'll make awful noise if I do. And yeah, but I'm having spaghetti bolognese, but I can't get off my arse to do it. I'm making all the excuses like having another fag. I've got a mountain of pots to wash. Oh, what a drag. I hate washing pots. But my cleaner will be here on Thursday, so I think I'll leave them and let them pile up and she can wash them. Well, I'm paying her, aren't I? So my family said, I'm a cleaner. Why can't you do it yourself? Because I can drive from here to Timbuktu and back. But if I try to clean and I bend over, I go dizzy. And if I get down on my hands and knees, I can't get up again. I need a forklift truck to lift me up again. And have you all on YouTube, have you clicked on my channel and you are invited to do a video introduction to your channel, which I have done. That was my last upload. And I've had a dislike, as Graham pointed out, probably because I said, didn't I, that I don't want anyone who haven't got a YouTube channel themselves. Yeah, because I like to know who I've got, you know, who they are. There's nothing annoys me more when I get the message, a subscriber who doesn't have a YouTube channel, a user who doesn't have a YouTube account has subscribed to your channel. I say, fuck off. Right? I want to know who you people are. Anyway, so many videos I've got to watch, but, you know, what's his name? Eggy. Accident in Llandudno. Car mounted to the pavement. Yeah, I would imagine elderly drivers with the automatic gearbox and they put the foot on the wrong pedal. That happens a lot. Well, my next hired car, the August Bank Holiday, hopefully the hire company will pull the finger out and give me what I asked for, a car with an automatic gearbox. My own car used to have an automatic gearbox, the big Granada. My son-in-law said, I'll fit a manual box for you. I said, no, you won't. I like automatic gearboxes. Yeah, well, I said, I don't care what you like. It's what I like. It's my fucking car. My language is pretty bad. I know, but, you know, lorry drivers, I have to say it like it is. And I like automatic gearboxes. And, excusez-moi, merci. I should get one at the August Bank Holiday when we have a trip down once again to Eastgate Market, the Tingle Mills near Skegness. The traffic will be horrendous. I know. But these ladies want to go, and fair enough, they're going to pay me for fuel. Hopefully a diesel engine. Diesels are more economical. I know diesel costs more, but the diesel engines are much more economical. That's why they put diesel engines in trucks. They would never dream of putting a petrol engine in a truck, because diesel engines are good workhorses. And then where we're going on Bank Holiday Monday, around the Peak District. I'm taking 2 or 3 of the old ladies here, and they'll get all the food, you know, they'll spend hours preparing food for a picnic, so we don't have to buy no. Along the famous haunted Stocksbridge bypass north of Sheffield, which links the M1 to Manchester, and built through land farmed by monks, and goes through part of the monks' burial ground, and the troubled monk was seen by many people. He's all quiet now. He's been laid to rest. But many people did see the monk, and there's that famous recording on YouTube, the video on YouTube from the Strange But True series in the 90s that Michael Aspel used to introduce, and it's on my Facebook profile. And on Facebook, I am Arthur J. Dale from Nottingham. Send me an invite, and if you're lucky, I'll accept. I will. So I tend to do these webcam uploads because I can't get out much, but I'm going out soon anyway, the August bank holiday, and I'll take my camera with me, and I'll do a video on the bypass. Looking on Google, I think there's still occasionally odd things happen on that bypass. It's got a very bad accident record. And there's a famous story that was told to me by a lady, because, driving the trucks, I did a delivery just off the bypass. And of course, everyone I mentioned it to about the monk, and no one ever said, load of rubbish. All of them, along that lay-by, along that bypass, there's lots of lay-bys with T-vans in. And I used to stop regular, and every time I mentioned about the monk and the burial ground, no one ever said, yeah, load of rubbish, mate. This lady, I did a delivery and I mentioned it. I said, is it a fallacy? All that. Oh, no, she says. She told me a story, and this came from her own lips. She said, one morning a hearse was travelling along that Stocksbridge bypass carrying a coffin, and they were travelling from Sheffield to Stockport, the driver, the passenger, and the coffin in the back. A lovely fine morning, the weather was perfect, and for some apparent reason the hearse swerved off left, tumbled down a bank, over and over, threw the coffin out, threw the body out the coffin, and killed the driver and passenger. I says, really? She says, oh yeah. And she says a lot of people in Stocksbridge still won't go up on that bypass. Then there's that bloke in the T-van. He said he used to be there all night. And in the early hours one morning, a truck pulled up. And he thought, oh, I've got some custom. And the truck driver turned his lights off, locked his doors, of course, and came in for a cup of tea. And they sat there chatting. And he says, another truck pulled in. And the second driver walked in and said to the first driver, hey, mate, your doors are wide open. Your headlights and everything's on. Your radio's playing. He says, what? And he went out. Yeah, the doors were wide open. The headlights were shining and his radio had been turned on high. So who the hell did that? Eh? There was no one around at that very early hour of the morning at all. Then another bloke said, asked him about the monk. He says, oh God. He says, I was up here all night. He says, I don't come up at night now. He says, early one morning, his mate at Barnsley phoned him on his mobile. He says, I'll come up and keep you company. He says, oh, lovely. So I'll see you in about an hour. And as the bloke from Barnsley entered the Stocksbridge bypass, the interior of his car, it was a summer night, quite mild, and the interior of his car went freezing cold, and there was a horrible smell of rotten flesh. And he got to the T-van, and this bloke I was talking to said he came in, he was white-faced and shaking. He said that was the last time he ever came on this bypass. He says he'd never set foot on it again. So when they built that bypass through the land that was farmed by monks, and they went through the burial ground, they disturbed something, as Michael Aspel said on that program, that should have been left alone. So I'm going up there, and I should be doing a video, taking some photos. You never know what might appear. Right, let me get my spaghetti bolognese, because I'm going to better wash them bleeding pots first. I already did the bolognese. I've just got it out of the freezer. I've just got to do the spaghetti. And I'm told that when the spaghetti is ready, if you throw a piece at the wall and it sticks to the wall, that means it's cooked. If it don't stick to the wall, falls behind the cooker, it's not ready. So by the time I finish throwing pieces at the fucking wall, the floor is liable to the kitchen floor is liable to be covered in strands of spaghetti. Well, there's got to be a better way of checking whether it's cooked or not than throwing pieces at the wall, isn't there? Yeah. So I do tend to waffle a lot, yeah. But if it bores any of you, well, unsubscribe. See if I care. Right, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, oh, it's gone on for nearly 10 minutes. Look, I'm going. Right, but I have trouble with the arrow on the air. It, it it has a mind of its own. So come on, you little bastard. Let me go to on the right spot and say cheers. Bye.